Hey everybody, welcome back to the shop for 10 minutes of Thunderchief building action and Dad update. First of all, let's get to the important stuff, the gear doors. No, let's get to old Dad's update first. Okay, I talked to the surgeon myself. I was there today when the surgeon came in. Okay, he has to replace the valve on his heart, the aorta valve, and triple bypass. Okay, now I know that heart valve is pretty common these days. The doctors seem real confident that would be just fine. They have a almost perfect success rate, and I think old Dad's going to pull through just fine. He's in good spirits. Talked to him today, old Rotten Ralph. Seen the video. Went down and visited old Dad today. I walked down there said old Rotten Ralph. I actually heard him when I got off the elevator. You hear Rotten Ralph before you see him. He's one of them guys. Good guy, but man, he sure is loud. But Dad's going to be in the hospital a couple weeks. It's not an in and out deal, but the doctor said he'll be back to his old self in no time flat. You know, he's just got to be careful for about 6 weeks. No strenuous activity, no starting his chainsaw, no chopping down those trees, nothing like that. And I think it's going to be just fine. So they're going to operate in the morning. I'm going to be down there probably most of the day instead of 5-6 hour surgery. Then I'll come back and make you guys a video and let you know how everything came out. Alright, in the meantime, I've been piddling with this little gear door all day. Man, Paul said he had it hooked up mechanically on his prototype wing, you know, when he's building his gear. I tried it, could not get it. Tried on it last night. Had my deal glued on there in 10 different spots. Tried the air cylinder. Couldn't make air cylinder work. Tried and tried and tried, man. Couldn't make that air cylinder work. Went back to mechanical. Couldn't make the mechanical work. Went back to air cylinders. There's got to be a way to fit these air cylinders in there. Just could not do it and make it work. I had it working, but then I went to put it on and the gear was in the way. So called Paul. He sent me a picture of how he had his working. Tried it just like Paul had it. Wouldn't work. It was hitting the block, that big aluminum block in there. So guess what? I put that block in there where it would miss it. I put my pickup thing where it missed that block and hooked up the cable, and that was the spot, man. It just worked. I'll show it to you guys. Check this out. I know this ain't HD, but got to remember download speeds. I'll hit y'all with some HD videos. Check this out. Wow. Just perfect. Just perfect. You can probably fit a frog hair in between them two. You know, it still works. You can fit a little bit in there. I mean, there's a little bit of room there, not much. But it just works perfect. Just perfect. I can't believe I just got fed up. I tell you what I did. I glued this thing on in so many places, man. What that is, okay, I'm going to put a screw in it. I got another one here somewhere when I do it. That is for torque rod ailerons, you know. When you hook up here's one. When you hook up them torque rod elevators, you got these little deals. Well, I just glued that on there. Now that I've got it where I want it, I'm going to drill a hole through it and put a screw. But I got to paint some screws. And I got a U-bend in that piece of wire. I'll tell you what, you guys that's never used U-bends, man, they work awesome. I read about them in a magazine. And some things I use them on, they work like a ball link. You just bend a U in your wire and hook it through there. There ain't no way it's going to come out. And it works like a ball joint because it'll swivel. And then this has got to be like this so this can move because that's such a radical angle. It moves so far. And you see how that moves back in there? I got a wheel collar on that wire. This is actually as soon as Dad gets out and gets feeling better, I'll have him make me some out of aluminum. But I don't know how good of them are going to hold up. Them are plastic. What them is to hold your brake lines. Okay, someone was asking me about my brakes too on there. Yeah, these main got brakes. I got to run the tube. I got their tube running the fuselage, but I got to run the hose down the gear yet. I'll get to that when I start doing it. But I just drilled it, put a piece of wire in it, and glued it. I want to have Dad make me one of them out of aluminum. I know I can do it. And but that'll work for now. See how I got that? That's just one of them adjusters on the thread, so I can adjust it a little bit, Wheel collar on the end of them wires to stop it. And I had to put a bevel on this edge right here because they're so thick they was catching. But they just work perfect, man. Just perfect. I just thought there is no way I'm going to make that work. Just absolutely sure there was just positively no way that was going to work mechanically. Just absolutely positive. But the slider has to be there. That wire has to be there and let that slide. And that's how that happened. But I've been working on that now. I can do the other one tonight. I might make a HD video tonight when I do the other side and show you guys a little more in depth how I did it. And I also, over here, got my battery box in. A tray for my batteries. Made a little bulkhead for down there. Made it all out of 1/4-inch plywood, man. So, and then I'll put my batteries on there. And then I got a little lip inside there where that goes into. Just slides right in. Well, it'll be in place before the Velcro gets there. There we go. Right there. Slides in place. Looks just perfect. Just perfect. Just enough to clear the retract. That's ready to go. About all I got to do this and mount my batteries. Still got to plug in my rudder. I know I need to make a hole, bring that down through the bottom. But I got some mixing to do. Someone was asking me about the mixing on my radio, and we'll get to that. I'll show you guys all that going through my radio. And but I just wanted to make a quick video, let you know how the old Dad was doing, and y'all know what I'm doing. People, grieve in different ways over things like this, and I find it better to just helps to just come out here, tinker on this stuff, But I think everything's gonna be fine. No Dad's gonna be around a while longer. He's gotta be. He's got more parts to make, dang it. No, he'll be just fine. And we sure appreciate all y'all's support out there. All you guys around the world that love your Bob TV. And we got to have the Bobo Dad around a while. So I'll make you guys a HD video tonight. And I'm going to keep trucking. And when Dad gets out of the hospital, this thing's going to be ready to go. We're going to do the wait for the maiden till old Pops can be there. And then we're going to do it. So we'll see you back in the shop. Thanks for tuning in. I'll keep y'all informed. Have a good evening.